Yoshi's Crafted World on Nintendo Switch plays like a comfortable, warm blanket. The coziness pervades the entirety of Goodfeel's debut on the system, following up on their similar past work of Kirby's Epic Yarn and Yoshi's Woolly World. It carves a slightly different path than Woolly World, however, one that I found, personally, far more enjoyable. And in the process, it creates a new Yoshi adventure that edges out of Yoshi's Island's shadow and becomes something more fresh by focusing on a gentler pace and an emphasis on discovery. Let's start with the very, very good. The visuals are absolutely spectacular, going for a distinctive look that relies on a handmade arts and crafts style. Crafted World is one of the prettier games on the Switch so far, blending Goodfeel's craftwork aesthetic with the sheen of the Unreal Engine. The cardboard and plush feel of the surroundings and world feel like you could reach out and touch everything. Nearly every level has a new twist or trick that adds to a sense of discovery, whether it's the joy of Yoshi's papercraft mech or Poochie's playful prancing. Unfortunately, the music doesn't match the glory of the graphics. The soundtrack repeats a lot of similar variations of the same theme. The better tracks nail kind of a music box toy feel, but nothing stands out as all that memorable or good. It's a disappointment given Goodfeel's generally great soundtracks for their games in the past. The level structure and gameplay loop is a little peculiar, and also kind of elegantly on display in the available eShop demo, so go check that out. So there are 1 to 3 levels that make up a themed area. The levels feature the typical Yoshi collectibles of hidden smiling flowers, 20 red coins, and having full health at the end of the stage. Here each level has a coin goal as well. You can more or less blaze through each level from start to finish without much interference, at least as long as you collect enough flowers to progress to the next area. Though taking Crafted World at a fervent pace seems ill-advised, especially as the variant flipside levels and souvenir hunts add more replayability to each level while encouraging you to stop and smell the cardboard roses. The flipside levels, which all fall under the conceit of playing the stage over again, but in reverse and from the other side, or the flip side. So, get the joke. So those levels focus on speed as you try to collect all 3 hidden Poochie pups in a certain amount of time. On their own, I found that those levels are a little antithetical to the game's overall pace, but combined with revisiting areas to find hidden objects for the souvenir hunts, I found replaying the beautiful levels really amusing. Multiple steps are taken to make sure you have multiple avenues of collecting flowers to progress, and if the souvenir or flipside levels aren't your bag, you can mostly avoid them, or at least cherry pick which one you want to do the most of. Unlike a lot of past Yoshi games, you don't need to collect every object in a single run. Even better, when you do revisit stages for the hidden souvenirs, you can collect more red coins and flowers. Those extra collectibles will count towards your overall completion, even if you leave the stage when you find the object, which is an option presented whenever you find a souvenir in a level. Aside from areas being gated by collected flowers, Crafted World respects your time and focuses on delivering new environments, fun twists, and unique ideas at pretty much every turn. The challenge, for the most part, never really gets that tense. The last few levels do get a tiny bit tricky, but nothing is really that hard. Bonus levels unlocked in the post-game are stronger tests, but in general, if you seek a terse platforming challenge, Crafted World isn't gonna deliver. It's a cutesy, explorative platformer that rewards you for scouring every nook and cranny of this adorable tactile adventure. For the record, while I didn't find it quite as egregious as past Yoshi's Island games, this still has the hidden clouds that can only be found by walking over every square inch of the stage. That's still a bad way to hide collectibles, in my opinion. Adding to that cardboard glory are some of the most adorable unlockables. Each area has multiple costumes you can unlock using accumulated coins. Most of them are on the generic side, like riffs on found objects like fruit and milk containers. But you haven't lived until you've seen how cute Yoshi looks when he ducks, when he has one of these containers on it. It kind of just looks like he's like a little thing of creamer. It's great. But some of the cuter ones are Labo references or enemy-inspired outfits. They're usually the ones that are rarer and harder to get. Amiibo can also unlock a few extras as well, with the highlights being Yarn Yoshi and Yarn Poochie. That are outfits that blend the style of Yoshi's last outing with his new one. Also, like, Yarn Poochie's got his little legs move, Yarn Yoshi just basically doubles the size of Yoshi in a way. It's real cute. I recommend that if you have those amiibo lying around. The costumes add additional health, complementing their visual flair. Not that Crafted World is starved for an easy mode, which is available here in the toggleable mellow mode, but the costumes do add a layer of protection if needed. That layer of protection circles back to the feeling of being comforted by a blanket while rolling through the variety of cozy levels and cute touches here in Yoshi's Crafted World. This is a stable, enjoyable adventure that brings enough of a twist to the expected Yoshi adventure to make it stand apart in a way no Yoshi platformer has done in years. It has a few blemishes along the way, but just break out the duct tape and stick that cardboard back up so you can romp your merry way through this delightful, easygoing platformer. I hope you enjoyed our review of Yoshi's Crafted World here at Nintendo World Report TV. If you want to read that in word form, you can go to NintendoWorldReport.com. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/NWR. And hey, if you're watching this before Yoshi's Crafted World comes out and you're going to be at PAX East, come check us out. We're going to be there. We have 2 panels. There's Who Wants to Be a Nintendo-Ware, Saturday night at 9 o'clock. And then we have one on Animal Crossing, kind of looking over the series and speculating about the Switch game. That's going on Sunday at 2 o'clock. So if you're going to PAX East, look into that stuff and say hi to us. And you can tell me why I am right or wrong about Yoshi's Crafted World, which is the review that you just finished watching. So thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.